Mr. Van der Brande, thank you very much for joining us. And now, the Committee of the Regions is very involved in working in partnership with a great number of people. How are you finding this event and the EPP's involvement in the regions?
Well, we are part of the family, and speaking about the family, it means that we have all to contribute on the common goals we have. That is the spirit of cooperation. And as we know that 1/3 of all expenditure is at regional local level and 2/3 of all investment is at the same level, then we know that there has to be not only, may I say, a contribution but a real partnership with local and regional responsibles as well. And this is not just theory, it is about the real challenges we have to face. Speaking about climate change, mostly the problems we have to tackle are at local and urban level. Traffic jam, congestion, the density of population. So that's the reason why we were going for the initiative to have the commitment of the mayors of Europe to say, we will achieve. And about more than 900 mayors already committed themselves to in fact go for a better outcome. So it proves that each level has to take on board the other levels of responsibilities. That is what we have to do.
And with Lisbon coming into play, how does that alter the dynamics of the regions?
Well, it's important to notice that for the first time in the Lisbon Treaty, there is not just making reference, but as one of the pillars of the Union is the regional responsibility. A second point is that when at this time we have, that's an obligation to deliver the opinions to the European Commission. By the Lisbon Treaty, also the European Parliament has to ask for our opinion. And thirdly, and probably most important, speaking in terms of subsidiarity, that by the Lisbon Treaty, the Committee of the Regions has the right to go for an appeal before the Court of Justice. And I was saying yesterday in my speech, we will be very cautious and prudent, but when there is a real infringement on each other's responsibilities, then we have to use this right.
Okay. Now, as part of the EPP group of the Committee of Regions, how important is it to be a member of a group dealing with the regions?
Well, as you know, in politics, the program is important, the persons are important, but we can better achieve when we are doing it groups-wise, and that is the importance of the EPP group in the Committee of the Regions and being part of the large EPP family. And this is, may I say, the right possibility. It is an opportunity when we have some concerns, when we want to go for a proposal, then we can discuss it and we can share it with our friends in the European Parliament, in the European Commission and so on. So, and that is the importance of the EPP party. What is a real popular party? Where things are related to the citizens, and that is what we have to do. So the institutions are always the instrument to achieve.
And now, of course, we've got a new commission taking place, and on top of that, we've now got a new council president. Yeah. How is that changing how you're doing business? Is it making you more effective?
Well, for sure, that was also the aim, to have, of course, on board the several member countries by the rotation principle. But to manage the club of 27, it is not the same as to manage it for 6 member countries. And for that reason, I think that it is a great step forward. And my friend Herman van Rompuy as first president, it's of course a good approach to have good understanding.
Okay. Well, the EPP has done very well, but there's been one little negative, which is the withdrawal of the British Conservatives from the group. How do you think that's going to affect them in the regions and in the Commission?
On this point, it's important to notice that we just agreed in the EPP group of the Committee of the Regions to maintain on board our conservative colleagues. And so for that reason, we will not change our, may I say, program. We will not change the name of the group and of the party, evidently, but they were asking to have their continued membership in the group. So it was their demand and we accepted it, and I think it is what we had to do.
Okay, and what are the immediate priorities for the Committee of the Regions at the moment? What are you working on now?
One of the most important issues is about cohesion policy. And cohesion means solidarity. And for that reason, looking to the Union Strategy 2020, what is of course linked and related to the important program of the new Commission as well, there we focus on the importance to maintain the great objective of cohesion policy, to also have the financial opportunities to, of course, focus on regions. They are not yet, may I say, at the same level of the other regions, but we have also to continue what we started in the past. So the message is that for all regions, in a focused way, we have to go for this one of the most important policies of the Union, and what is also important, to not act in the near future, may I say, behind closed doors. There has to be more synergy between cohesion policy, between the Lisbon Strategy policy after 2010, the framework in research and development, the 7th and upcoming 8th program. So that are the main priorities for the first upcoming period.
And you must be very pleased with President Barroso.
Evidently.
After his political guidelines for the next Commission. Yeah. I mean, this looks now that it's a blueprint for what's actually going to happen. Yeah.
Well, I already discussed it last week with President Barroso, and I think that we not only may trust, but we are convinced that the new Commission program will be one taking really on board the local and regional authorities.